Welcome to Meat School. In this episode, we're going to be cutting a chicken into 8 boneless pieces. For this, you're going to need either a chef's knife or a boning knife and a whole chicken. To start off, let's exercise the drumsticks. This will loosen the fat and make it easier to work with. We're going to take our boning knife and rest the face of our knife along the thighs and strike it down towards the spine. I'm going to snap the bird and then commit the cut. I'm going to put the legs off to a side and we're going to start on the crowns. Let's open the wing up to a 90-degree angle and put our knife in at a 45-degree angle. I'm now going to make a cut where I scoop around the wings. Now we're going to remove the spine. I'm going to take my knife, put it all the way through the cavity and put it just to one side of the spine where the bones are very thin. I'm going to press down and swipe out. Now I'm going to take my blade and I'm going to stick it into the cartilage, and once I hit the breastplate, I will stop. I'm going to take the palms of my hand, press down, and this will pop out the breastplate. Now I'm going to use my finger to loosen the flesh around the breastplate and pull the breastplate out. I'll then cut the breasts in half. This will make it easier for me to debone the breasts. I'm going to use the face of my knife and I'm going to press up along these bones with the face of my knife while I strike through the breast. Now I'm going to come in under the wishbone and I'm going to collect all these bones and remove them together. I'll then remove the skin and then I'm going to pare off any excess fat around the breast. And I'll get started on the next breast. So doing this again, I'm going to use the face of my knife to press up and I'm going to strike along these bones. This will help my knife glide along the bones to cut through. I'm going to go underneath the wishbones, collect all the bones together, and now remove them all at once. I'll remove the skin, and then pare off any excess fat, and there we have it, both breasts are now deboned. Next, we're going to split and tip the wings. When I do this, I'm looking for the fattest part of the joint. Where the joint is the fattest is going to be where the cartilage is rubbing up against each other. This means that it'll be very soft for me to cut my knife through. The legs are attached to the hip via a ball and socket joint. Covering that is a flap of flesh. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my knife between the flap of flesh and the thigh. I'm going to swipe until I hit that ball and socket joint, snap the joint out of place, and then commit the cut between that joint. Let's do it again. I'm going to put my knife between that flap and the thigh, swipe towards the ball and socket joint, snap, and then commit that cut. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'm going to cut around the top of the drumstick to loosen the connective tissue connecting the muscle to the top of that bone. I'm now going to start to expose the bone. I'm just going to make an incision where I'm pretty sure that bone is, and I'm going to do it on the thigh as well. Once I've done that, I'm going to use the face of the tip of my knife, and I'm just going to start fully exposing this bone, including the inside of that joint. Now I'm going to go underneath the bone, and I'm going to release the meat underneath the bone. Now I'm going to use the face of my knife and just push the flesh away from the joint and then use small incisions around the joint to fully debone the leg. Now this particular deboned leg is quite useful because once it's deboned like that, I can use it for all sorts of recipes. I can pull the skin off and I can cook it to make some type of curry or a chicken stew. Or I could stuff it and roll it up and then bake it and then put it on a bed of gnocchi if I wanted to. So there are a lot of uses in using a deboned leg this way. So we can finish watching myself debone this leg. As you can see, I'm getting to the point now where I'm going to release the meat from the thigh. Now I'm going to push the flesh away using the face of my knife and then using small incisions around that joint to fully debone it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, and if you like this video, please indicate so below. And if you have any questions or comments or suggestions on future videos, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.